Good morning, guys. How are you today? Roberto Irizarry here, your loan officer for life. And I'm coming at you live this morning. The question of the day, episode 3 of Let's Talk Mortgages. I wanted to ask everybody during our morning walk and exercising, man, healthy lifestyle, that definitely pays off. It's a hard thing to do, right? But I wanted to ask everybody this morning. A few people asked me this weekend. We had a great seminar. I wanted to thank everybody who came out to our seminar this weekend. We had a great turnout, and I was really excited. Thank you, guys. A lot of people asked, though. It says, hey, who should be the very first person that I speak to when considering a home purchase? And, it's a very, very important question to ask yourself, because a lot of people think that they need to go to their bank first, or they need to go to their realtor first, or they need to speak to a friend and see what they recommend. I've actually put a poll down below, and I want to know what your answers are. Who should be the very first person that you speak to when considering a home purchase? It really depends on what type of purchase you're making, whether it's a cash purchase, whether it's a mortgage purchase, because a lot of times, if you're 97% of the time, if you're looking at purchasing a home and obtaining financing, the very, very, very first person you should speak to, aside from your realtor, because a lot of people don't have a lender, is a mortgage professional. The very first person you should go speak to is a mortgage professional. Why? Why is that? Number one reason why is because you want to know how much you qualify for. If you're looking for a mortgage because you don't have $150,000 or $200,000 or whatever the purchase price may be in your pocket to purchase that home outright, and you need a mortgage, the main reason why you need to speak to a mortgage professional is because you need to know how much you qualify for, okay? The worst thing one person can do is they go find a home, fall in love with that property, and next thing you know, find out that they cannot qualify for that home loan because at the end of the day, they don't make enough money, or they don't have the amount of credit that they need, or they don't have or meet the criteria that a lender would ask for, right? So the number one thing that I tell people is talk to a lender. This weekend we were talking, and I asked a lot of people about, what are the 3 most important things a home buyer should have when purchasing a home. And a lot of people answered this question. It's common. A lot of people answered this question, and the first thing they said was, credit, and the second thing that a lot of people said was income, and many people said, down payment. Well, those are very important factors to consider, especially when you're looking at getting financing. And, the 3 important things that you need when trying to obtain being qualified. But, the 3 things I'm pointing out to are, you want to make sure you have choices. Number one, choices. What are your choices as a home buyer? What are your choices? Did you know that you can speak to other people other than your bank, right, in order to obtain financing? Did you know that you have, mortgage bankers, mortgage lenders, and mortgage brokers as 3 of your main choices when looking for financing? Not only that, what other choices do you have, as far as your real estate professionals and who is going to be representing you in the transaction? If you need credit counseling, who are you going to speak to? If you're having trouble with savings, do you know that there are people who actually specialize in budgeting out there? So at the end of the day, it's knowing your choices when you're seeking financing, and knowing who you need to talk to, okay? So at the end of the day, the very, very, very first thing you want to do when looking for a mortgage loan is you want to make sure that you know what your choices are, okay? Who's your banker? Who's your local banker? Are you going to speak to him or her? Are you going to speak to a local lender, or are you going to speak to a mortgage professional? Because if you're looking to obtain financing, you want to make sure that you qualify first before you go out there, before you start looking at those condos, or before you start looking at a nice home, okay? You want to make sure that you qualify first, all right? Second thing is, if you don't have a lender, or if you don't have a referred banker, right, then you probably want to go speak to your real estate professional, okay? He or she will direct you to the right mortgage professional. It's going to educate you. It's going to give you the information that you need in order to know how much you qualify for. You know, I always say this: a well-educated buyer is going to make a well-educated or well-informed decision when purchasing their home. All right, so know that. You know, this weekend we also spoke about that. You know, I says, hey, of the three things, the three very important things that a buyer should have, right? You have your choices, you have options. You also want to be informed. You want to be a well-informed buyer. You know, yeah, options. What are my options? You know, this is part of being informed. You know, do I qualify for a mortgage? What kind of mortgage do I qualify? You know, is FHA my only option? Is conventional another option? I'm a veteran, you know, or I want to obtain 100% financing. What are my options? A well-informed buyer is going to make a well-informed decision. Okay. If you agree, please give me a thumbs up. You know, give me a Facebook high five there, because I think this is a valuable information. You know, that a lot of consumers should be aware of and should know. So when you're out shopping for a home, the very first person you should consider speaking to if you're looking to obtain financing should be a mortgage professional. All right. If you're in or around Florida and you're looking to obtain financing, you want to buy a home, and you don't know who to speak to, and you're watching this video right now, or if you know somebody who currently lives in Florida and has been talking about, man, I need to find somebody who's going to help me, help educate me, help me find the right steps as to what I should take in order to obtain financing. I want to buy a home. I'm a first-time home buyer. I'm a post-first-time home buyer. Post-first-time home buyer simply means that you've bought a home in the past. It's been many years, you know, since you bought your last home, and you know, since then the market has changed so much, and you need information. What's changed? What do I need to do, etc. Then they need to reach out to me, or they need to reach out to someone who's going to help them out. My name is Roberto Irizarry. I'm your loan officer for life. Area code 407-720-4703. You know, pass along my telephone number. Pass along my contact information. I'll be more than glad to educate them, because again, a well-informed, a well-educated buyer is going to make a well-informed, well-educated what? Yes, decision. So again, just to conclude with the title of this message, who should be the very first person you speak to? Well, again, I strongly believe that if you're looking to obtain financing, before looking at that beautiful home, is to get qualified and speak to a mortgage professional, okay? If you don't have one, I'm here for you. If you spoke to your realtor first, that's also a great choice, because a realtor will direct you to the right mortgage professional, especially if they have a great relationship with one. He or she will direct you to theirs. If they don't have one, mention my name. Be more than glad to help you guys out. So hopefully you found value in this video. Like, share, comment, ask a question. I would love for you guys to drop a comment below. Let's talk mortgages. Be more than glad to help you out. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk very soon. Bye-bye.